Elders. What do we do with our elders? How do we benefit? How do we transition? Hi, I'm Soul Dr. Nick, former medical doctor turned soul doctor. And today I want to talk about elders because it's been coming up lately, both for myself and the elders I see in my community. And one of the things that has been abundantly clear is that the way in North America that we treat and respect our elders is very different than Asia. We went back to Hong Kong recently, and it was almost like the elders were revered. They had special attention, they had special paths, they had special access, they had front of the line, fast pass, because really they've already done so much and served so much. How can we actually honor and support them? And it reminded me something I'd been saying is that I'm the living legacy of everyone's come before me. And so they're all elders, and how do I actually honor them? And then the second thing that came up recently was I was supporting someone who I really look up to as well with breath for her community. And she was letting me know that she was changing her whole model next year because she's going to step into a more elder role where she's like, how can I not directly deliver the material I'm delivering and instead step into the more almost supportive role, leading role, training role, to allow others the space to actually step into delivering things. And it was such a unique perspective. And she was sharing there's so many people in her generation who can't let go of the doingness. And part of it is, where's the relevance? Where is the feedback? Where is the reward as well, especially if money is a part of all of this? And I could see that for that generation because you're either retired, in which case, in a way, almost it's like you're useless, you should just golf and take it easy and not do anything, or you're still working and you're hanging on. And oh my God, why are you hanging on? And as well, how does someone who has, 50 years less experience, hasn't experienced all those things, be able to quote unquote compete with you? And I use those words deliberately because those are the words that are popping up in my head, not that that's the enlightened word to use. And then I looked at it as well as how do I step into my own eldership even at this young age, even when I'm working with someone who's older than me, at the same time as really stepping into my own work and honing my craft and delivering it and playing with all of that, because I think there's a piece to all of it. If I don't start stepping into the elder role now, by the time it's actually supposed to be my time, it will feel unfamiliar. If I fully try to say I am an elder, I will be bypassing the fact that I'm still very much in the learning, discovering phase. And I have a gift. Even yesterday I was reminded, part of the thing that happens when you have a child is that you stop looking at your own parents or the generation before as just big children you've got to take care of as well, because it seems like they're behind on all these 3D things. When the world is rapidly changing, sometimes I already feel behind on some things. And how do I remember that they've already gone through so much and so much more than I can imagine, especially since there were world wars and other things then? And how do I actually just support and love them the way they are and know that I want to learn from them while they're alive still? So I'm contemplating, experiencing, exploring the idea of elders, exploring the idea of honoring, respecting, exploring the ideas of encouraging the elders around me to step into that role, which is different than being the adult, being the parent, and practicing stepping into it myself. And I do that with my community, with my peers, with allies, with students, with fellow facilitators, with fellow leaders. And how do we keep exploring? How do we give and receive at the same time? So take a look, and I really invite you to take a look at the elders in your community, the people you consider your elders. How do you actually want to relate to them? How do you want to relate to the idea of elders in general? And how can you see the elder that's already there in you? Ciao for now.